Happy Independence Day, America! I have a couple of fun ideas for you if you're going to a 4th of July picnic or something. It's not really recipes, it's just ideas for you. The first one is for a berry lemonade. I like to take some lemonade and add some berries to it. It's actually really, really good. I use the Simply lemonade just because it's only got water, lemon, sugar in it. It's pretty clean. You can make your own lemonade, whatever you want to do. That's about 1.5 quarts of it. And then I take just some berries, like, I don't know, what is that, 1/2 cup of berries. Today I've got blueberries and raspberries. You can use whatever fruit you like. You could use strawberries in here if you want. Anyway, I just put them in the blender, turn them into a powder, and put them straight directly into the lemonade container. I let it marinate. I call it marinate. I refrigerate it for about an hour or so. I shake it up and make sure everything is good and mixed in there together. I refrigerate it. That way the flavors can kind of come together. And then after that, I pour it through a strainer or a sieve. You're going to have quite a lot of seeds, especially if you're using our raspberries. There's just a lot of seeds in the raspberries. So what I do is I get either a spatula or a spoon and I kind of help it through the sieve. I just stir it or push it through the sieve. And this process doesn't take but just a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes or so. It'll eventually all get through there. Yeah, there's quite a few seeds in our raspberries. I mean, that's just the way it is, right? Dealing with fruit. But it'll have a really, really nice concentrated flavor. And just put it in a nice looking glass with some ice. And there you have some yummy berry lemonade. It's just an idea, something different. My kids really like this. My husband does too. But it's really kind of festive. It's really pretty. And something kind of nice to take to a get-together. Next, I'm going to show you what I call Firecracker crispy rice squares. I saw this one time at a barbecue. Someone brought these, but they used candy, the red and blue candy, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to use fruit. That'll be so good. Now, here's a tip for you. The Malto-Meal brand bagged cereal is actually gluten-free. That's good to know. We have family members who are gluten-free and they can't eat the Rice Krispie treats anymore because that brand is not gluten-free. I'm making my Rice Krispie treats recipe that I always make. I use my mom's recipe. She used to make these when we were growing up and I absolutely loved them. I roughly chop about probably 1/2 cup or so of blueberries, maybe 3/4 of a cup, something like that. And I'm at the end of my can of blueberries here. This fruit is not very crispy anymore. It's been sitting around for a while. I kind of just needed to use up the rest of the cans of fruit. They started taking on a little bit of the humidity that's in the air down here. We live in a very humid environment. And anyway, they start to just get kind of soft and I needed to use them up. So this is a great use for them. I like to microwave my Rice Krispie treats, the marshmallows and the butter. And I just did it for a couple of minutes until they got really poofy and melted. You can do this on the stovetop, of course. You can make your Rice Krispies however you like to make them. I just decided to do it in the microwave today. But if you'll notice, the marshmallows, they get nice and melted and the butter gets nice and melted, but it's completely separated. The butter's just melted and at the bottom of the bowl. So it takes a little bit of coaxing to get these two to combine. So after a while, you just stir pretty vigorously and they will combine. And once you get your marshmallows and your butter to be really good friends and nice and all homogeneous all together there, then you can go ahead and add a few more marshmallows. And the reason I do this is because I added probably another 1/2 cup of marshmallows or so, but those right there will give the white for the red, white, and blue of the Firecracker crispy rice treats. So yeah, so I just added those at the very end. They will give you some chunks of white. It's really pretty. I think it's pretty. I added about 7 cups of the crispy rice cereal. I had about 8 cups in that bowl and I added about 7 cups. And at that same time, you can go ahead and add your freeze-dried fruit. Now, I've got raspberries and blueberries because I needed to use the rest of those cans of fruit. But you can also use strawberries here, whatever you like. I just think the red, white, and blue is really pretty for 4th of July. It's festive. Now you want to work pretty quickly here because, you want to coat all of that cereal while the marshmallows and the butter are still really warm. You want everybody to get nice and coated in that gooey sweet mixture. It takes a little bit of elbow grease here, but it's not difficult to do. It's pretty easy. Now I've got a 9x9 pan here. I lined it with parchment paper and sprayed it with cooking spray. And I like to just put some plastic wrap on the top and kind of pat it down. It tends not to stick to the plastic wrap, so I find that really easy to do. You could also butter your hands or something like that. I've seen people do that. But I like to kind of get it in the right shape. And then I like to decorate the top with just the leftovers from whatever's at the bottom of the can. Just so I can identify, oh yeah, that's some raspberries and some blueberries. I think it's really pretty. And then I put that plastic wrap back on there and pat them down into place so everything stays where it's supposed to stay. And I just think it looks really cute. After about an hour of cooling, you can go ahead and cut these and you'll see what I mean. It's really pretty, and the fruit actually gives a little bit of lightness to it, a brightness to the flavor. I don't know, it just works really well together. I don't know if y'all have ever seen people do the fruity pebbles like this. Have you seen those? The really sugary cereal in the different colors. They make fruity pebble kind of crispy squares. Well, this is sort of the same idea because it's the fruit flavor, but this is way better than that because it's real fruit, and it's just more interesting. I think it's prettier, and overall it's yummy, and I think you'll like it. It's really fun to take something like this to a get-together, a picnic, a barbecue. I think you'll really enjoy this. I think your family and friends will enjoy it too. Okay, y'all, thanks so much for watching. This was fun for me to do as I get back into the swing of things after we have returned from our vacation. It's taken me quite a bit of time to catch up on everything that I missed and get back in the groove. The girls are both back at work. My husband's back at work, and I'm trying to get back to work too. So I just pray y'all have a fantastic Independence Day holiday. All right, guys, y'all be blessed. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.